close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On second down, here's Fields. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Off the play fake, Dillon. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a run by Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Third and 2, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
One play action. Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Breaks through the contact. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is caught. Touchdown. Drake London, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, Dillon. And he whips that one incomplete. Dameon Pierce, his intended target, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Levis on third down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Fields throw taken in by London. A big play that time on the catch and run. 51 yards. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Coup for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, Scott.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0.
Panthers nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Levis looking to move him around a bit. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Falcon football.
Here we go. We're good.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Fields, 56 yards. And the Falcons open the lead up to 34-0. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Panthers nothing. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Look at this, middle of the... And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panthers nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Pierce on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. In motion right is Mingo. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Another carry for Pierce. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Pierce. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Pierce is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Falcons 42, Panthers 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
162 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They're now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Toss left side for Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
And I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. this one back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Fields going to run the draw.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on 3rd down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead, because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they take a knee.
Logan Cook in punt formation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team, sending this one away.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up.